is the point of no return.
Beef jerky time. You want some beef jerky?
Why, yes, I do, street vendor. No response.
Amazing. What? Scoop of chocolate, scoop of vanilla. Don't waste my time.
All I can tell you is I was blown away by what I saw as just a guest in the labs, just a guest of being a part of the staff. I can't even imagine the thrills and the chills. It was almost more than I could take. But I got to tell you, I met Bob Scott and I spent some time talking with him. He's an excellent storyteller. I always enjoy a good story. And Bob Doyle, he was there too. If you're sitting around on a Saturday night and you don't know what to do, you might check out the Lounge Show.
C'est le Lounge Show avec Rob Scott et Bob Doyle, deux diffuseurs vétérans qui aiment s'entendre parler et qui réussissent d'une manière ou d'une autre à se supporter. Voyons si vous pouvez les supporter aussi bien. Voici Rob et Bob.
Hello, I'm the Bob of the Bob E. Bob that she mentioned. Bob Doyle, that's how we pronounce it in the motherland. And I'm in Las Vegas, and that's how we pronounce it here. Rob, would you like to introduce yourself to the fine folks at home?
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
It sure is.
It sure is. It sure is.
If you're in the Eastern time zone, of course. If you're
Right,
not,
then it's not 9
all
o'clock.
bets
on
are off,
Saturday.
really. But I mean,
But
if you're
in the Eastern time zone,
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
and if you'd like to hear that not coming down the line of Zoom,
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
I don't know what that means.
you can really hear the nuances of the echo that you did at the end.
the
when you
nuances.
deadened the key, you know, dunk, dun 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 dun, dunk, and it had that little
It's
reverb.
9 o'clock on a Saturday.
It's
Yeah, you like
there,
that
but
laugh.
it's not as there as when I play
It's
it.
9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah, you really feel it in your whole heart and soul when
Heart and Soul,
yeah.
which I think we played at more than one party, more than one gathering did we get to the piano. Bob reluctantly would go. I would have been about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 sheets into that windy day. And I'd
It
say,
didn't
"Bob,
take
come on."
all that long to get to the piano.
it
that
didn't.
didn't require that for you. For you.
No,
for
right.
me, it's a different story. Yeah.
Oh, kicking and screaming the whole way. But getting Bob to the piano at one of those parties was like pushing, molasses up a sandy hill. It was difficult, but we would get him there, and Bob would reluctantly, because he's a pal, because he's a friend, he would go and sit and do Heart and Soul with me at the piano when no one else
Hold
came
on.
around.
I'm sorry, but you inspired me. I have to get Meta to do a picture of a man pushing molasses up a sandy hill just to see what that looks like.
Okay,
Don't give me this. Okay.
go ahead. No. While Bob is doing this.
Imagine a picture of a man pushing molasses up a hill.
All right. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, we do this every week, and as you can see, it's thought out, it's planned, it's produced, it's
Meticulously
well-
scripted and rehearsed.
So that's what the lounge is. Basically, Bob and I get caught up and it started at COVID during COVID. Oh, okay, let me see. Oh, it looks snowy more than sandy. I'm just saying.
You're absolutely right. So I get to tell it
Hey,
less
you want to get
snow,
fired?
more sand,
Less.
and I want
snow.
him pushing the molasses without the help of a barrel.
Oh,
The molasses should be in a
Right.
puddle.
in a puddle, in its viscous, its natural viscous form.
That's right. So let's see what
Let's see what you got
what
now.
Meta do with it.
Meta do. I saw an interview with the dude who, the CEO of NVIDIA. He's an interesting cat. This is a very wealthy
Okay,
man.
this is not up a hill at all. I think I'm going to start from scratch.
Oh, yeah, that guy made a
I
mistake,
mean, he is
too.
fighting an uphill battle.
He is
But
that, and there's
that's not what we
molasses
pictured.
is everywhere.
All right,
But,
I'm going to
yeah,
need to
you're right.
clarify this.
So while you're doing that,
I guess I don't have to do this. Oh, yeah. May the 4th, and also with you. I was thinking that it would actually be pretty much exactly 45 years ago where I would have cared about this.
about the 4th.
Yeah, and been way into it. Like, oh, it's May the
Hell-
4th. We've got to do. I didn't get that bit. I didn't get May the 4th for the first 2 or 3 years that was out there. And it was May the 4th be with you. I mean, I got some level of it, but it wasn't, I didn't get the whole thing.
I never got. Well, I got it. Somebody invented something. It's like we were talking about 420 not too long ago. Someone just latched on it. This one stuck. There's a million of those things that go out a day about something, and that stuck. And my friend at work, her birthday is today, and I can always tell that she's a little about the fact that a bunch of people jump up and down and go, "Oh, May the 4th! You know, today's your birthday. Hey, May 4th! Hey,
Right,
May
right.
the 4th be with you." And she
There-
goes, "Yeah, thank you."
So here's the thing. I don't disparage any of those people. I think people
No,
should
I'm not-
find joy in whatever.
Right.
But I don't anymore. I can't get excited about it. I don't know.
Yeah, but you were a pretty big Star Wars
Oh, yes.
fan.
I was. But I was your typical original fan,
Oh.
from this, from when it came out, 77, 78, 79, and we're watching and we're waiting for all the sequels, and they were all fantastic. And my God, Darth Vader, no, and that we got to experience that. I'm just going to push the wrong button, I know.
There it is. Oh, pretty close. Did I tell? And he signed a contract, by the way. He licensed his voice, James Earl Jones, and so they sampled almost everything they need. And in future movies, he doesn't even have to do anything anymore. He just gets a check.
Right.
How great is that?
Yeah.
He just sold him his voice to be Darth Vader.
Yeah, is that confirmed? I remember hearing that, and I also remember, though, people saying that Bruce Willis has sold his likeness, and that was just a rumor. That was not true at all. They had to come out and squish
That's
that
not
one.
true.
No.
I bought stock and everything. Crap. No,
How about,
I don't know
how
about
the
Bruce
lock
Willis.
and the barrel? Did you Rob? Just tell me now. Did you buy the lock and the barrel
At the
with
same
the
time.
stock? Yes.
Yeah. I don't recall. I've never been really.
Don't,
I've
no
never-
one's
as you
watching.
know,
You
I've-
can be honest. You don't have to say.
I've never
I
been
don't
good. My head gets muddled about business things, Bob.
Muddled.
You know that.
Muddled.
Yeah.
What dialect is that, Mr. Scott? Muddled. Where are you from originally?
The 19th century. Yeah.
We have testimony to that effect
I
from
was at-
Mr. Robert Doyle.
Right. I was
who is
at a big hotel in 1912, in Michigan somewhere. And
June 29th.
Ooh. Oh, gosh, 1909, maybe?
No, June 29, 1912. You said it.
Was it 1912? You would know. That's another movie you've studied a little bit. You've taken a look at that movie more than once, and it's got a perfect score too. That
You're
movie
making me second guess it, but June 29, 1912, I'm pretty sure.
I believe you. I won't debate it with you, but I remember thinking I'm the only one in school because I think I caught that when I was in college. When did that come out? 83.
I was in high
82?
school, so yeah. It was, my dad recommended it to me, and then I watched it with the girl I was dating at that time.
So I just stumbled upon it. I was at the hotel. We had HBO. And in those days when you watched HBO, you watched whatever it had. It's not like you're going to go to the fourth HBO
There's
option
a
streaming.
movie on the television.
Right. And they just said the F word. Right out of my TV, right in my living room, And so and that came up in rotation. And I thought, well, whatever. I've got nothing else to do. Like what? Go to school? Silly. So I watched it, and I thought that was so great. And I thought, there's very few of my buddies that I'm going to be able to talk to about this movie because it wouldn't have been their cup of tea. But I thought it was fantastic.
All right. Well, tell me all about your week, Rob, because this is the first segment of the show where we hear all about this.
when do
Again,
we
this
have-
is for the first timers. We know we've got a huge influx of new people this week because of
Yeah.
all the billboards that went up. And
The
wow, I
billboard.
got to
Yeah,
say
'cause
they
we
did.
finally got we got tactical dollars. They finally gave us some tactical money. We could buy billboard space and we could do lawn signs.
Now we had the
we-
opportunity to release the game and put it in
Yeah.
full production
Right.
and fulfill on all of our promises, or
With
put
folks'
up
name in the hopper.
put up 6
Well, no, tell them the
billboards
truth.
with
The,
our
the FTC got a hold of us, and we've got to have to make some business modifications before we can release the game. Government, it's government, but people can't govern themselves, Bob. So it's good that we have Uncle Sam keeping his eye on us.
I don't know what I'd do without the regulations. I'd be
That's right.
running amok.
You would be Mr. Muck. You would be a
Lock,
single
stock,
muck
and barrel.
and barrel.
Wait,
All right,
I gotta
so what
get,
do
hold
they
on.
do
I
this-
got to get AI to draw.
Oh
To
gosh,
do a lock,
okay.
stock, and
See
barrel.
if you think any better than the molasses up a Sandy Hill.
Imagine a lock, stock, and barrel. Okay, they created the word lock, stock, L-O-C-K-E. So it's a certain kind of stock from the Lock family, L-O-C-K-E, big money. So it's the lock, stock, and barrel. And, oh, look.
Oh, I like
They
that.
created a storefront.
And I
they got
wouldn't
three-
mind that. That's good, actually. Now that is award winning. I could have that. I could
Yeah.
take that.
Yeah.
I could use that as my cover picture on
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah, the Meta AI image stuff is pretty good, actually. It's
That's
not,
pretty good that it's a store.
I
It's
love
like,
that
it's
it
like-
just. All I said was imagine a lock, stock, and barrel. Now, hold
yeah,
on.
you know what it is?
They
It's like
didn't-
a sundries. Like they said, it's like the general store in a Western. Everything's there, lock, stock, and barrel. You go to that store and it's all under one roof, Bob. It's one
Actually, it
step.
has. I thought it was 3 R's. It's actually 2 E's. Anyway, but all that stuff I said about pushing it up the hill, that's not even in here. Oh wait,
No.
yes it is, but it didn't do it.
Anyway, this is what we do, folks. We just kind of get caught up. So to answer your question, you're still at
Yes,
the
I'm
lock,
going to
stock,
try
and-
again.
Okay,
Imagine a picture of a man
yeah,
on a hill made totally of sand. And he's
right.
pushing this viscous, gooey puddle of molasses, trying with all of his might to keep
my
it under his
goodness.
control.
This is difficult to
And it's
listen to.
flowing all over his body, and it's a real mess.
Okay, gosh. Chapter
I just
2.
figure I've never given that level of description before. Let's
Yeah,
just
apparently.
see. Let's just see what it
And
does.
one more thing, ma'am. You could do a Columbo to it and see. One more thing. Did he come up with that? Bob gave it like a 50-minute. Okay, that poor guy. That doesn't look fun at all. He's out in the desert and he's standing in a puddle of goo.
Give him a huge smile on his face. He's having a great time.
Great time. He's at his birthday party.
And maybe he has a friend or two with him, helping him with the puddle. And
And
the
a
hill
camel.
should be steeper.
Oh my gosh. And this is what Bob does all day, boys and girls.
This is my job now.
This is my job, man. Who said that? Sutherland in Animal House.
Okay,
Hey,
well, he
this
doesn't
is
have
my-
friends with him, but
Oh, there he is. Okay, all right.
now
He's
it
still-
looks like he's going the right. You're going the wrong way. I said uphill. In fact, I'm going to say,
yeah,
I said uphill.
uphill. You idiot.
Oh,
You schmoo.
what did David Paul? Moron.
Moron. I think I have David Paul around here somewhere. Maybe not.
Oh, that'd
I
be
don't- I used-
interesting. I'd
I
love
used
to
to have
find
some.
like some drops from the Diana stuff. Okay, I think this is more the nature of what.
So good to be here, everybody. I'm David Paul. Tonight is going to be a little
Oh,
different.
not this one, not the meltdown.
I know.
I don't want to hear.
I'm not
that.
gonna play. I wasn't gonna play the whole bit. I was just gonna do it so you could hear his voice.
Okay, yeah,
Ready
yeah.
to have a good time.
Yeah. And then for those of you at home who care at all, he got a little lost in the game. David
Okay.
got a little lost that evening.
So it took us a few prompts, but I think this is exactly, well, it is absolutely what I was looking for in the first place.
Yeah, the whole time. There it is. There he's pushing molasses up a sandy hill.
He's doing his best. It's all over him.
Now tell him to put him in a clown outfit. I don't want him in that working man's
Okay.
clothing. I would much prefer that he
Have him wearing a clown's outfit.
There you go. I want to see a clown pushing molasses up a sandy hill. I think
Who
that's for the
doesn't?
kids.
That's why people
Right.
listen to the lounge. That's what they
That's
think of
right.
us as. A couple of clowns pushing
Couple of
molasses
clowns pushing
up a
molasses.
sandy hill.
That's
oh,
it.
no.
Oh, no.
Dear. I don't know.
Chuckles
I don't
my
know about
butt.
This one.
Hold on. Oh, well, there's others all of a sudden showed up. Chuckles is help. Oh, and I don't even know what's going on there. You're a little close, and it's losing some in the chroma key.
Yeah, the chroma key. Because, well, they're in the forest and it's green.
Right. So, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Anyway,
I shouldn't have chroma key on. Wait a minute. I have the other gefilte on. That shouldn't be. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Oh, my God. I forgot what I'm doing. I remember now. Everything's as it should be, and that's going to be green. Okay, I guess we don't have to dig any more
By the
on
way,
this
we
one.
haven't
but
had one for. What's that?
We don't need to dig any more on this, but I
Yeah, that one's done. I'm kind of done with the bit, but I did like the last one actually got him on a sandy hill pushing molasses.
yes, it was. But
And
then
that's
you
good.
said clown, and that's why I went forward. Just for the record, let the record show. Okay. No, you're supposed to stop. Don't. Oh God, I got that set up wrong.
So when did you notice? I'm not letting the cat out of the bag here. When did you notice that you were not going to have as much hair when you're older as when you were younger? That's the nicest way I know how to put it. When did you notice in life you
I've
went on?
always had a really high hairline. It was always something that the kids at school would give me grief about. And that's why I always had my hair in weird ways and had the big poof. I was trying to cover up. So it's always been like that. And I guess because my dad never really lost too much of his hair, he always kept it pretty wavy and all that. I never think about it.
So this has never crossed your mind, the whole idea that
Not-
your hair's a little thinner now than it was, let's say, at 25 years.
It's closer to my head. It's always been thin, and it's always been
Closer
high
to
up
my-
there. I mean, it's always been really
Okay.
high back there.
The reason, and I'll tell you why the reason I bring this up is the other day I got a new apron for cooking. I wanted because I had a few that I liked, and one was from Sam, and I love that one. But it had the around the neck strap, and I bought one that has these crisscross straps
Applesauce?
across your back, and it doesn't yank down on and it just fits better. And so I got this thing, and I wanted to make sure that the crisscross straps in the
Applesauce.
back applesauce were correct, were lined up correctly. And so I'm trying to look in the mirror. You know, I'm doing this thing with the mirror, and I can't see it. So I got my phone. So I get my phone out, and then I go, okay, the camera, and now I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking here because I want to see if the straps. And all of a sudden, I found this very good bald spot on the back of my head that I would have never seen had I not been monkeying around with the phone. And so I don't have a full head of hair anymore. I noticed this is just recently. And I'm sure it's been there for years.
Wouldn't it?
But I never
I don't
realized.
know.
Yeah.
If you turn around so I can see it, I can tell you whether or not I've seen it or not.
Well, I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I
now.
see. I see.
There's
It really
You
just
know,
looks
I'm-
like the hair is thinner, right?
Well-
on that, and you could easily, if you just grew your hair a little longer, it
do a
doesn't look
comb
like
over
it's-
or something.
No, do a comb over. Boy, there's Lonely Guy.
Yes.
That was a Charles Grodin, Steve Martin conversation on the park bench or something, and Charles Grodin started talking about doing a comb over.
The comb over. And then the other thing that crossed my mind when I noticed this was then I'll immediately I said, and I'm short. So everyone's going to see this. It's like Shaquille O'Neal. If he had a bald spot back there, no one would know. Not a person. Who's taller than Shaquille O'Neal? Well, there's a few, I'm sure, but you see my point.
I do.
But I'm a short.
because you're
so here-
short.
I am. And I'm short on hair, apparently. I'm losing hair. And I because you only look in the mirror. You only see the front view. And I thought this is still about the same amount of hair I've always had. It doesn't get I'm not losing sleep. I just found it interesting.
Just hair.
Another check mark. Another check mark on the column of older crap that's happening. That's all. That is
I
just
can't
another-
believe that this huge audience of ours hasn't chimed in yet. I think they're just a
Yeah,
little
we don't
bit
have
shy.
anyone today,
I
Bobby,
think they're
too,
just
and-
a little shy because
They're all at,
they're
you know,
overwhelmed.
they're all out at Star Wars parties is where they're all at. They're all at those May the Fourth be with you Star Warsy thing.
I guess we did miss an opportunity, but I mean,
You
I
know,
could've-
you and I even weren't big on those types of parties when we were at the age where we were supposed to be big on those types of parties. You know,
No.
theme type things. Everyone's getting together for whatever. I know tonight. Because I went out with Sam and Ben today because it's around the anniversary of me being sober. They wanted to take me out
nice. For some
yeah,
drinks.
that'll be for some drinks, and so but making plans. She goes, and then Sunday is Cinco de Mayo. We're not going to find anywhere to get a place, and she said, and I thought, wow, that's right, Cinco de Mayo, just another. And so when I was drinking, I would always go out to like an Irish pub on Cinco de Mayo.
That sounds like something you would do.
Just
Just to be
on
robbed.
St. Patrick's Day, I would go to a Mexican restaurant.
Sure.
I figure I cover the requirements for the year, but I don't have to muck around with the idiots.
Right.
That's so that was always my scheme. But as it turns out, many years later, and 4 years ago tomorrow, that's the morning I woke up and I go, that's it, I'm not drinking anymore. So tomorrow I will have hit the 4-year mark.
Wow. Okay, so what am I?
And that gives you what, like 9, something like that? 8?
2016 to now, so that's 8. Yeah.
4 more years. Yeah, you're 4 years more years. You're double the amount of sobriety that I have. But I'm actually looking forward to, because I got some texts from family and friends. Family and friends sent me texts, and they were, so how many years is this? And blah, they're making, and I don't care. I really don't. Like, I don't make, that's not a thing. But I am looking forward to, and I have to do the math, but somewhere around the holidays this year, somewhere around late December, early January, I will have lived in this house more time sober than drunk. And I think that's kind of good for karma.
Yeah,
that's
a
good.
cool. That's a cool landmark. You were saying how people reaching out and saying things or whatever, and I'm thinking back, and I'm realizing, and this is no pity party. It's just a realization. I never had anybody ever. I mean, maybe once or twice you would say something like, good on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nobody, no family, no friends. I mean, nobody ever said, "Hey, wow, how long has it been?" Like and I never missed it. I never missed it until you just said, people would call and then the whole going out for an anniversary. I'm like, yeah, I guess that could be a big deal for some people. I don't need it to be.
You know what? It's more for them, and I'm very grateful. And it's nice. I get together with friends and family. It's not a bad thing. It's all good. But I would have never thought, boy, no one brought up the fact that I just hit a year. That they call me and they go, hey, we're going to do this thing. And they're very proud, which just reinforces the fact that I must have been a real ass when I was a drunk, that they are still so thrilled to mark another day that I didn't get drunk.
It just occurred to me, and I have shared this with you, that the anniversary of my stopping is now also the anniversary when my dad passed. He passed on January 2nd. So people, yeah, isn't that interesting?
Woof. Oh,
Yeah.
look. Oh, no one's still there. I thought someone actually had
I
chimed
thought
in.
I did too. It was a trick.
I think Restremo or whatever it's called just is teasing us. I don't know, what's the name of this thing? Restremo?
I don't know, but I like the idea that El Streamo is watching us. But it's Restream.io, the service. That I used.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
El Streamo.
El Stremo. Bob picks only the best in software.
Okay, wait. I need AI
Here
to
it goes
imagine.
again. And with molasses
Imagine
on it and a
character
bolt.
named El Streamo
El Stremo.
is a fan
this is so
of internet radio shows, period. He should have a very unique look that expresses his personality. Okay, first of all, named Esto. No, I'll put it in quotes. I love that music so much. El Streamo, who is a fan of it. He should have a cape.
Oh, God.
I I just
And
needed
tights.
that at the end. No, he doesn't need that. It's summer.
Yeah,
here in
everyone
Vegas.
needs a good pair of tights.
Okay.
Okay, here it comes, boys and girls. And Bob is laughing.
He doesn't have a cape, but it's
No.
hold
Who is
on.
this again?
Lock in El Stremo.
Oh, hey, I like El Stremo.
He
know-
checks out the lounge every week.
I was gonna say he's a P1. That's
That's right.
a P1 right there. When the guys up in the sales team, when they want to know what our
And
average-
wait. The phone says L Streaming.
Oh, look at that.
He's
You see?
watching a podcast called
Okay.
El
So,
Stremo
yeah,
watches L Streaming.
When the guys up in sales say we need a demo, we need to kind of know who we're talking to, who's our audience.
That's
who we're
right. We
selling
just
to.
put pictures of
We
El
just give him
Stremo
that.
up all over
Give
the
him-
place.
Give him a picture of El Stremo. I like that. That's good. He's good. I would use him
And
also.
see, this
on
is the one where no one shows up for. They're
Yeah, of
missing
course.
the origin story
with the origin
of El
story.
Stremo. And we will remember this because now whenever you see Restream.io, you're going to think El Stremo. There's no way around it. That shit is wired in.
Yeah. And here's
29,
and when
19,
when they do This Is Your Life, El Stremo, this will be the music for the show. This is your life, El Stremo. Thank you. Thank you, both and girls.
I really wanted the smaller audience, but whatever.
That was
I guess
good.
El
You guys,
Stremo is
you played
he's
with that. That
popular.
was good. That's El Stremo's theme music when he does his podcast. There you go. El Stremo.
Oh my god.
And you're right. So when you hear his name, though, you think he's like a pro wrestler. But then when you look at him,
It's like,
he doesn't
no,
look
he
like a
so
pro
named
wrestler.
himself.
right,
Yeah.
look at that. He's an online gaming nerd.
Let me see him from another point of view.
Oh, let me see him from another point
Let's
of
see
view.
if they get
Okay.
the. Let's see if he can be consistent. We're waiting for another point of view of El Stremo, and here. Oh no! This is like.
This is not good. El Stremo.
Well, the first this is probably more accurate. Like
Yeah.
I think the first one was El Stremo's. Okay, so if the first one was El Stremo's avatar,
Yeah.
this is the
Oh,
real
look at
El
that.
Stremo. Hold on,
He's not
lock
focus.
in.
Lock in. I need to see El Stremo. I see he's still fuzzy. You're
I
just
know.
laughing.
There.
What?
Oh. Come on.
Oh, this is good. This is. There he is.
Wait. Just make the picture bigger.
I like him. He's got the Hawaiian shirt and some sort of pendant around his neck.
And he's got broadcast software going. He truly is. And you look, he's got a freaking musical keyboard.
Oh, there he is. So he's playing this.
He's playing. That's right. He's got the player piano patch.
That's
And
his El
it's-
Stremo.
and it's all there ever is. I mean, the fingers, all the buttons are covered with dust because he hasn't
It's
changed.
the El Stremo show. Hey, kids, time for El Stremo. It's a bone. Remember, it's a bone. What could it be? It's a bone. Oh, it's a bone. That's such a good scene. Buster Poindexter's just shouting, "It's a bone!" Doing that. I love that. The El Stremo show is going to be big with kids in the 50s. What time is it, kids? It's time for the El Stremo
Hey!
show.
Hey, shut up, finish your dinner, or no El Stremo. Ah!
Right.
That always
No
worked.
And every time. They ate their peas, spinach, all of it to watch El Stremo. It's the, hey, kids, what time
And they
is
got
it?
their El Stremo headset, you know.
Oh, sure they do. And they all wear these crappy little Hawaiian shirts. And he has a pendant. I don't know what the pendant is. He's wearing some sort of a locket or something.
He is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's probably the sign. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Masons, maybe? I don't know. There he is.
Good,
Look
like
at
El
that.
Stremo.
I love El Stremo. And the joke's on us. He's worth like $40 million.
And a
in
close
Bitcoin.
up of his avatar.
Oh, I see that. I
He's got
like
like
that.
a little
is
Post
great.
Malone thing going there.
Yeah, he's got a little, like a facial tattoo thing going on.
Right.
What did you call it?
Post Malone, the singer. Who's got
See,
tattoos
don't
all
know him.
over? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know him.
I wouldn't
Not
if it weren't
familiar.
for Facebook or whatever.
Not familiar. So, what? The household.
So here's what's happening. Today is Harper's birthday party. So Amber's friends have all just come over. They're all dressed up completely. The house
What's
is
the
decorated.
theme?
Tea party.
Tea party.
Yep. So
Like
there's
Alice in
there's a little
Wonderland kinda?
teapot, tea kettle. I had Midjourney create some pink Hello Kitty teapot pictures to print out.
What was the name of her character in Beauty and the Beast, the teapot, who Angela Lansbury played? A Chip was her son. He was the chipped cup.
I never saw it, but I still should know it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, that's a pretty good little story there.
Yeah, no,
Maybe you
it
missed
never
that round.
called to
See,
me.
that
I
my
don't-
kids, your
no,
kids
no,
were older.
it was around. I never had any interest in it. It's a musical.
And with those words, those were the words they chose. I kid you not. Those were the words. So when those words came out, they decided that's when they were going to end the show. They could have done, I don't know, countless other things, but they chose that sequence of words to end it. And this is how we're left with the show. I don't get it. I don't think I can watch anymore.
You've been watching The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and tell your friends and family to do the same. After all, we'd do it for you if you had a show. Probably.
Boy, giraffes are selfish.